What's up, YouTube? Minchino here, and welcome back to the Minnycast! I'm sorry it's late today. I overslept. I didn't end up recording it on Saturdays like I usually do, because I did not have a good topic to talk about. But then I thought of one when I got up this afternoon at 2 p.m. I did not sleep well. But you know what? It's fine. Happy Sunday. How you doing? My week has been largely uneventful, except for a couple small things. I mean, one of them is big for the channel. I guess technically two of them are big for the channel. Number one is that I hit 100 subs, and then it dropped back to 97 for some reason, and then it slowly came back up, and now I'm at 102, so yay! Hello, new people. How you doing? Also, as a result of hitting 100 subs, I actually started up a Discord server, so, if you would like to join that, it is called the Minchino Clan, and I will absolutely have that in the, I'll have the, excuse me, I can't talk today, I'll have the invite link in the description down below, so definitely feel free to join the Minchino Clan. It's totally cool if you're not a subscriber, you can still join and just kind of chill. That is totally cool. But yeah, what else happened this week other than those two things? I mean, I've been messing around with a lot of, like, photo editing, or, like, banner editing, creating stuff. I've been messing around with GIMP, is basically the thing. Now, that kind of leads directly into today's topic, so I guess I might as well just dive right into that, because I really have nothing else to say except for any of this. Now, I've been messing around with GIMP. That's what I use to make my thumbnails and stuff like that, and I've been making, like, you know, thumbnail templates kind of thing to kind of help make my channel, like, look a little bit better, and I kind of feel like, having consistent thumbnails between, like, each series, like, you know, the entirety of Unknown Empire has the same thumbnail, just, like, with a number changing. Maybe some people don't like that. I feel like it's just physically easier on me to deal with. And, I kind of took inspiration from Game Grumps on that, because, like, they'll typically have the same thumbnail for the series. Maybe it changes throughout the series, I'm honestly not entirely sure, but they have the same idea throughout kind of thing, and, you know, I kind of feel like for me, physically, that might be the easier thing to do, because it's less strenuous on my eyes, and, you know, it takes less time to worry about, since I've already worried about creating what I think is a pretty good looking template. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at this, which is saying a lot considering the fact that I'm constantly working with GIMP under a magnifier. So, I'm never seeing the full picture at once unless I zoom out, and when I zoom out, I can't really see anything else. So, excuse me, when I use GIMP, it's like one or the other. And the sad thing is I actually tried to use GIMP while I was in college, because I took a media studies course, and one of the assignments was to create a fictitious movie poster. So it required a title involving text, and like a background, and at least two other visual elements. And the sad part is my old channel art met exactly those requirements. And I couldn't figure out how to do it back in college, despite, you know, my professor having a whole day dedicated to basically a tutorial. But he just went so quickly, and it wasn't really geared toward somebody who's visually impaired, because, like, it was literally just, like, I was sitting, despite sitting in the front row, I still couldn't see the what do I want to call it? I guess the screen? Yeah, I guess that's the word for it. It's a freaking screen, Minnie. Jeez. I couldn't see the screen still, so he was just, like, going through GIMP at, like, lightning speed, and I'm like, I couldn't understand anything he was saying, because, like, he's just going from point to point extremely quickly, and I understand that, like, you know, it was partly time constraints, because he had other stuff to teach that day, and, things like that. It was just kind of like the perfect mess of things that did not work for me. It wasn't really anybody's fault per se. Like, I understand that he couldn't really take specifically the time out of his day to, you know, sit with me specifically. It would have been nice if he could. Some professors would be able to, but I guess he just had a lot going on, so like he literally just couldn't. I feel like he would have though. Like, he's not like that prof was not a dick. Excuse me, by any stretch of the imagination. But either way, unfortunately, due to all that, I failed the assignment because I could not figure out what the hell I was doing. So it was kind of a bummer. And then, I suppose, when did I start messing with GIMP? It was before I moved here with my boyfriend. Yeah, so I had already started dating Candido by then, so it was a good maybe 3-4 years after that. When I started messing with GIMP again, because somebody else on YouTube who also goes by the name Mini Minchino, spelled M-I-N-I, you know, I found her channel. Actually, Candido's friend found her channel, and I was curious, so I looked it up, and she does a lot of like speed paint, like art videos kind of things. She hasn't done one in a little while, which is unfortunate because I do like her art actually. But you know, I'm just like, you know, maybe I like seeing this. I left a comment going, hey, maybe I should try this again, because like I tried before and it didn't really work out for me. But you know, and you know, she was like, hey, yeah, you should totally try it again. You never know. And I figured, you know what, I might as well, you know, give it a shot. So I tried the whole channel banner thing. I didn't really mess with thumbnails yet until I started doing Winter's Elementary, which was a community event hosted by Sean from Good Entertainment, which is ending sadly, but you know, Sean's got life. It's cool, bro. It happens, you know, and hopefully we'll see him around still though, but you know, occasionally and stuff like that. But you know, it's cool. Either way, Sean and Rock Paper Mario hosted Winter's Elementary and Summertime Madness, the scary sequel, as well as the original Summertime Madness, but I was not part of that. But back to Winter's Elementary, there was like they like to have like consistency between videos despite who makes them, so like they prepare like a little intro and like a little thumbnail template kind of thing, and I decided, hey, I'm gonna use the one where like you can put a screenshot in there instead of just the full one. And I'm like, I feel like the full one, you can make good use of that, depending on what you're doing. But I'm like, you know, I feel like having the one where I can stick a gaming screenshot in there would be pretty cool. So that inspired me to start making my own templates. So then I created one for Road Rage, I created one for Wind Waker HD, and Creative Builds when I was doing that. And they were very crude, they were very like, not great, but not awful. I feel like they looked better than what I had, which was just like YouTube's recommended thumbnails, I guess. But eventually those evolved further to be a little bit more compartmentalized kind of thing, because I felt like, you know, I couldn't really always see the text on there because it kept blending in with everything and stuff like that. So, you know, it evolved yet again for Earthbound and stuff like that, and even Pokken and things. Then, even after Pokemon Let's Go Eevee started, I decided yet again to revamp my thumbnail style to what it currently is, because I'm like, you know what? I'm not feeling this. Like, it's kind of annoying to find a good screenshot sometimes. Sometimes I can't get a good shot, and it just sort of looks awful, and I'm like, you know, I just want something that looks consistently decent and stands out. So I went through a couple different prototypes, I guess, and got some awesome feedback from the Unknown Empire community, as well as from Paintrain 12's community. Sup, dude? And eventually I ended up what I have now, and along with the Minchino Clan Discord now, I ended up creating new art, which you can see on my channel now, as well as slightly altered my avatar picture, so it doesn't have my old background, it has the current channel background behind there. it's not too different, but you can tell that there is a difference there, but you know, it's kind of a thing. I also sort of made a Minchino Clan logo based on the channel art, so it's pretty much the same. It just says Minchino Clan instead of Mini Minchino, and doesn't support my avatar because that can't fit in the Discord thingy, so you know, it's cool. But either way, I'm really like super proud of that. Why is my phone on? What happened? Oh, YouTube. Okay, I'm getting distracted, I'm sorry. But yeah, like I forget what I was saying. I honestly forget what I was saying. Like, okay, no, I'm really proud of them, honestly, because I feel like, you know, for somebody who's visually impaired and is constantly using a magnifier to do these, I feel like I did okay. They're still very basic. They're still like, I will concede that they are not fantastic, but I feel like considering my ability, they're pretty damn good for the moment, and I feel like I can only get a little bit better from here. So, you know, here's to slowly learning at my own pace. Sorry, college. Trying to do things on my own was more useful than you were, sadly. Not that people should abandon school or anything, but I just feel like for me personally, it did not work out. And, yeah, that's kind of a bummer, because now I have to pay them. So, you know, it's kind of a thing. But you know what, you guys, I feel like I've talked a good bit about this. This is actually slightly longer of an episode, which is kind of nice, because all the other ones, or at least some of the other ones, the more recent ones, have been a little bit shorter, so I feel like it's good to have a slightly longer topic. But you know what? I feel like I'm going to let you go today, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to check out any other series I have on this channel. And don't forget to check out the Minchino Clan Discord. All of that will be either in the info card. Well, the Minchino Clan one will be in the description. All the other playlists will be in the info cards and on my channel. So, absolutely feel free to check those out. And until next time, you guys, before I ramble more, Minnie out!